I chose to do my video about learning to count money. The reason that I chose this smartboard assignment was because I thought it was really useful. I thought that the kids could really learn a lot from the way that this project was done. I think that it could be used for beginners on into the children who have been working with money for a while. I liked that they showed the value of money and they taught about the different things that it takes to make different amounts of money, like that it takes 5 pennies equals 1 nickel. I really liked where they got the interaction going with the kids to where they could come up and use the smartboard to fill in amounts of money that the different things equaled, and that they could do the little sentences where they could match up the money that meets that sentence. I thought this could be very useful for some children, and I really would like to use it for my students someday. This smartboard lesson is about counting money. On the first few pages, they teach about the pieces of money. They show the values of money, and they show front and back pictures of the money and the different amounts of money that it takes to equal a different amount of money. For example, 5 pennies equals a nickel, 10 pennies equals a dime. On this page, the students get a little interaction. They get to match the names of the money and the amounts with the pictures of the money. Like they would drag the 1 cent up into the penny, and they would drag the penny name up to the penny spot. In this event, you could take a couple different students to come up and match up the different amounts. Each student could either move one name to where it belongs, or they could all switch off with who did what. This is another interactive page where the students can answer the questions about the pieces of money. Example, how many nickels are in a quarter? And the answer is 5. On this page, they can just slide down the money so that they can get to the answer. This page is for a little more advanced kids. The students would really need to understand the value of the money because they fill out how much each picture equals. Right there, the dime and the nickel and the 2 pennies equals 17 cents. This page is another page for some advanced students. They get to interact with the word problems. They would circle which groups of money equal a certain amount of money. For this situation, there was 2 groups of money that answered the problem. There was 2 groups that equaled 30 cents. And this is another word page where they get to fill in which coins equal a certain amount of money. The students get to slide the pieces of money into the circles of the correct answers. This is another chance for them to be interactive. This smartboard was really neat because of the amount of times that the students could interact and the lesson that it taught for the different students.